What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, we're coming back to Aldious. Yes, indeed, Aldious Fans FEELIN YOU. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi-bibbidi-bop, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Zachary Loomis, and this is actually Zach's prioritized request for the month of September for being a silver tier member on the Patreon page. So, here you go, Zach. Hope you enjoy the show, man. Zach wanted to see me react to this. It is Aldious with a song called Wish Song. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait, hold it. Yeah, I've heard this song before. I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. So I have a full show here, a full concert. I'm supposed to start at 1:11:07, so 1:11:07 is the start time. I'm supposed to end at 1:15:46. Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Don't wrap me up.
This was posted by Unknown, and there's a reason I'm saying unknown. Zach has asked me to keep the link private. So I don't have a poster for the name, and I have no idea how many views it has. All I have is the link, and like I said, Zach wants me to keep the link private. No offense, guys, nothing personal. I'm respecting his wishes. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will not be down in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Sorry about that. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Aldious District 0 Tour, live at Shibuya East. Cool. Like I did say, this is a full show, and Zach wanted me to start at 1:11:07, right where we're at, and I'm supposed to stop at 1:15:46. Yeah, well, you know how I am about that part. Sometimes I hit the mark, sometimes I don't. We'll have to wait and see how this one goes. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Okay. We're a minute and about 40 seconds in. And we've already covered all the bases as far as the live performance goes. Let's go down the checklist. Let's go down the checklist. Stage presence, check. Stage energy, check. Stage interaction, check. Right here. So the last one I was waiting for. Crowd interaction, check. Showmanship, check. Got them all. We got all 5 covered in the first minute and 40 seconds. It is possible, ladies and gentlemen. It is possible to do all of the things I look for in a live show within the first minute and 40 seconds. Honestly, it takes less time. This was the only one I was waiting for. They could have done this earlier if they wanted to, but they held out. That's okay. That's all right. That's fine. Ladies making us wait. I understand. Drawing us in, sucking us in. I get it. But you know what they say, good things come to those who wait. And we got it. We absolutely got it. So these bands who say, we can't possibly do all 5 of those things in one song. Really? You can't? Not only did they do all 5 things in one song, they did it in the first minute and 40 seconds of the song. And the song's not even 5 minutes long. So to all those bands who say they can't do it, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, Exhibit A. The defense rests. I mean, what more do I need to show? I mean, it's right here. Maybe if those other bands, maybe if they actually cared, and maybe if those other bands actually put out some effort and some thought into the live show, maybe they would see it's not that hard to do. These ladies did it effortlessly in the first minute and 40 seconds. Love it. Love everything about it. Live show's taken care of. All 5 check boxes checked off. Hopefully, they keep rechecking the boxes and they keep coming back and sharpening the saw. I really hope they do. I really do. It's going to make their stock go up even more. But as far as being safe from my wrath for a lack of a live show, they're safe. They are safe. It's coast time from here on out. If they want. Personally, I hope they keep rechecking the boxes. We'll see. Let's get back into this. Back up a little bit. We can get back into this. Okay. I was confused about the chord progression, but I see it now. I get it now. Okay. That makes it's unusual. It's not the path that you would usually take, but it all does tie in together. It all does line up. You want to have some fun with this? Let's have some fun with this. Let me get my bass. Hold on one second.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Okay, let's go back. Let's see. Okay, so this is the start of the verse, if I'm not mistaken. I remember these two being on the same eagle block at the beginning of the verse. Okay, so let's see. G, we're in G, right? Yeah, we're in standard. G to F sharp to E to B, I think. Let's see if I'm right. Okay. All right, so G, F sharp, to E, to B, to C sharp to D. Okay, okay. Let's try it all together. time, one more time. So G to D, D, A, B, A, back to G again, and then A, and then I believe B. See if I'm right about that. Then a run. Okay. I mean, it's... Okay, look. Stay right there. From a chordal progression standpoint, it's interesting. It definitely is interesting. It doesn't go where you would think it's going to go. You know, you try to predict where this one's going to go, and you're probably going to miss at least half of the time. So they're doing some really cool things as far as progression goes, as far as chordal selection goes, within the context of the time, the chord signature that we're in, not the chord signature, the key signature that we're in, and within the context of the song. So the G to the F sharp to the E to the B, okay, that makes sense. G to the D to the A to the B to the G makes sense. Yeah. I mean, it all flows. It sounds really good. It's all pleasing to the ear. It's just not what you would, I hate to use this word, but it's not predictable, which is a good thing. I think, I find it more interesting. Now, for someone who's brand new to this song, like myself, who maybe is a little more inclined to enjoy a chordal progression that's a little more predictable, you know, this might be off-putting. It's possible, okay? Me? No, I dig it. I dig it. It's sonically, it sounds good to the ear. It's very pleasing to the ear, and it keeps you guessing. It keeps you on the edge of your seat. But here's the thing. There is a pattern. Once you find the pattern, easy to follow. You just got to find the pattern first. And I like that. I do. I like that challenge. So this is fun. This is definitely fun. Saw an acoustic guitar being brought out. Okay, really quick. I know this may seem like a stupid thing, but to me, this is very validating. Ah, shoot. Where was I? Okay, right here, I think. On this time. So all those people, to all the critics of mine, when I say guitar players and bass players should spend a little more time and a little more effort interacting with the crowd. When they're able to, when bass players and guitar players are able to interact with the crowd, they should. They absolutely should. And I will have those critics of mine who will sit there and say, well, they're playing the guitar. They're playing the bass. They don't have time to interact with the crowd. It's impossible to ask them to interact with the crowd. You ask too much. You expect too much. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, Exhibit A. again. Tell me again how guitar players can't interact with the crowd. Tell me again how guitar players are unable to interact with the crowd. Tell me again how guitar players shouldn't stop playing. Tell me again how guitar players can't stop playing to interact with the crowd. Tell me again how I'm being unreasonable. Tell me again how I expect too much. Maybe instead of saying I expect too much, maybe you should ask yourself why you expect so little and how you accept so little. Maybe you should do that. When I have ladies like this who are showing you, it's very possible. And the thing is, they didn't just do it once, they did several times. Hold on. Let me back up for the jury here. There it is again. That's twice. 3 times. 4 times. 4 times in a 20-second, less than 20 seconds. And yet, I'm the one that's unreasonable. And yet, I'm the one who expects too much. I'm sorry. I know I'm spending a lot of time on this, but I find it very humorous. I really do. I take a lot of levity in this. And more than that, I'm just going to say this, and I know this sounds selfish, but quite frankly, I don't care because I hear comments like this all the time. I'm enjoying the vindication right now. Oh, yes, I absolutely am. And let me tell you, folks, it tastes glorious. It really does. When I have ladies like this who are able to prove my point beyond a shadow of a doubt. All those complainers and all those critics of mine. You expect too much. You're asking for too much. What do you want? People being shot out of a cannon? No, I'm not looking for people to be shot out of a cannon. I want to see some effort. That's all I want is some effort. And these ladies right here are making a lot of the guys out there look pathetic when it comes to their live show. I'm sorry if I offend any of those bands' fans. You know the bands I'm talking about. I'm so sorry if I hurt your feelings with my opinion, but you know what? Proof is right here. It's right here.
Now, who can argue with that?
Robert!
So sorry if you can't handle fact, but it's being done right here. These ladies are making a lot of these guy bands look pathetic right now. Love it.
I love it. I love everything about it.
Let's keep going. Hopefully, no more pausing. I can't make any promises. I may pause again, but I'm going to try not to. And the lead singer goes over and does what? Interacts with the drummer. Even the drummer's doing it. it by 3 seconds. Son of a gun. I was too slow. I was just too slow getting to the mouse and getting to the pause. Oh well. It's all right. Okay, let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Aldious with Wish Song. This was a request from Zachary Loomis, and this was actually Zach's prioritized request for the month of September for being a silver tier member on the Patreon page. So there you go, Zach. Hope you enjoyed the show, man. Oh boy. This was interesting. This was interesting for a number of reasons. I have a score here. I do. And the score is going to require not a ton, but it's going to require some explanation. I promise you. I give the score first. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, let's give the score first. Let's do it. All right, I'm not gonna make you wait. I'm gonna give it to you right now. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give that a 9.1. Yep, 9.1. You heard me. I didn't stutter. That is the score I feel this performance, overall, this performance deserves. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, a 9.1. What does that mean? Well, a 9.1 would translate to a outstanding, amazing, impressive score. So yeah, I think this was an amazing, outstanding, impressive performance. It would also get 5 out of 5 stars and an A letter grade. So there you go. 9.1, amazing, outstanding, impressive performance, 5 out of 5 stars and an A letter grade. Now, how did I come up with this score? So glad you asked. Okay, listen. It's not the most impressive song I've heard from a songwriting standpoint. It's not the most impressive song I've heard from Aldious. Okay, it's not. But it is a great song. It really is. It was doing things, moving around with this chordal progression in ways that I just did not see coming. This song was not predictable. And I love that. I love the fact that the song kept me on my toes. Here's the thing. It kept me guessing. Yes, it was not predictable, but it was very pleasing to the ear. It went in ways that I wasn't expecting, and it sounded great doing it. Not good, great. It all made sense, especially when I was finally able to figure out the pattern. And I went, oh, there it is. Okay. Now I'm following it. It still doesn't make, it's not it makes sense, but it's not predictable. You have to think a little bit on this one. You do. And that's okay. Nothing wrong with that, as long as it sounds good. And this didn't just sound good, it sounded great. The songwriting alone was very well done. I think they did a great job on the songwriting. On top of that, you have some really great musicianship. All of the guitar work, electric and acoustic. That acoustic was a nice touch. I did not see that coming. I saw them bring it on stage. I'm like, oh, this could be really good. And it wasn't just really good. It was great. She did a great job on it too. Not quite a shades, not quite flamenco style, but like at the beginning when she did that little run, it kind of flamenco-ish in a way. Sounded kind of nice. I liked it. But a very conducive acoustic solo within the context of the song and what was happening within the song right there. On top of that, the bass player doing some really nice counter melodic lines to go along with her acoustic playing. And later on, when she went back to electric, she did that. The bass player did the same thing, some nice counter melodic lines as well. The guitar players obviously taking turns with the solos. We've seen that before. That's nothing new. But it was good to see. They're keeping it. Hey, they have a formula and it works, you know? Nothing wrong with that. Listen, when you find a formula that works, why wouldn't you keep coming back and doing it again? Ride that horse all the way across the finish line. Ride it all the way to the bank. Cha-ching. Yes, absolutely. Do that.
Whether you like it or don't like it, learn to love it because it's the best thing going today.
Why wouldn't you? You'd be insane not to. The crowd obviously loves it. They eat it up. Why would you not do it? The bass player on this, man, she was flip-flopping. Sometimes she's just sitting there staying on the root notes, just playing simple, root note stuff. And then other times she's playing these really nice counter melodic lines throughout the entire song, just constantly changing things up. Loved that. The drumming on this was absolutely solid. I love the fact that they started the song with a little bit of a, I can't really call that a drum solo, but definitely a drum intro. And I love seeing her get that little spotlight on her. It was nice to see a nice change of pace. Vocally, I'm going to say this, and I really hope Aldious fans hear me out before jumping on me. I understand the lead vocals are probably one of the most important parts when it comes to a song. I understand that. A lot of people have that opinion, okay? And more times often than not, the lead vocalist carries the main melodic line within the vocals. Again, I understand that. If I'm being honest, and I'm not saying this to be disrespectful, I'm not saying this to be mean, I'm saying this purely as how I saw it and how I heard it. Out of everybody on stage, vocally, I think she was the least impressive out of everybody.
Kill him! Kill the traitor!
Not to say that she did a bad job. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying she was weak. I'm not saying she did horrible. I'm not saying anything of the kind. She did a fine job, okay? She really did. Her vocals were really good on this song. But comparatively to the guitar playing, the bass playing, the songwriting, the drumming, comparatively to everything else, her vocals were the least interesting part. They still did a fine job, and they sounded really good within the context of the song. Definitely taking an approach vocally that fit the song without question. I'm just saying, out of everything, look, somebody has to be the quote-unquote weak link. Someone has to be. And in this case, it was her. Did I think, again, just to reiterate, I don't think she did a bad job. I think she did a really good job. But her really good job comparatively to all of the great jobs that everyone else did. You see what I'm saying? Everybody else did a great job. She did a really good job, okay? Still fine. Not bad, okay? Trust me, not bad. All in all, I would give the songwriting, as a whole, I would give the songwriting about it. Honestly, I would give the songwriting somewhere around probably honestly about an 8.0. 8.0 to 8.1. You add the musicianship, right? At that point, the musicianship bumps it up to like at 8.5, 8.6. Sure, why not? So why in the world am I giving this a 9.1 then?
Here we go again.
I have said this time and time again on the channel. A live performance can help your score or it can hurt your score. And in this case, it absolutely helped. It absolutely helped. They covered the big five that I have within the first minute and 40 seconds. They had checked off all the boxes. And I did say that they'd be safe from my wrath. I wouldn't hold lack of live show against them because there was no lack of live show. They checked off all the boxes. But I did say I hope they keep coming back, and I hope they keep rechecking the boxes, because the more those boxes get rechecked, the higher their stock will be when it comes to the live show. Instead of just going up 0.1 or 0.2, it went up significantly by 0.6, okay? So instead of getting an 8.5, if they had just checked off the 5 boxes and left it at that, they would have gone up to like an 8.7 or an 8.8 maybe. Instead, they went all the way up to a 9.1. Why? Because of effort. because they care, because they put on a great live show without pyro, without cryo, without flame pots, without squibs, without any of that, without lasers, without any of that other stuff that you need from production. They did the work themselves, and they kept coming back and rechecking the boxes. They kept coming back and doing more crowd interaction. They kept coming back and doing more stage interaction, and it wasn't the same two people every single time. Lead vocalist came over to the guitar player, interacted with her up on the Eagle block. Then lead vocalist went back and interacted with the drummer. But before that, you had the two guitar players interacting with each other off to the side. Bass player came over and interacted with one of the guitar players. I mean, you constantly had all these movements within the interaction, different people, different times. It was fun to see that. It shows camaraderie within the band. Whether it's really there or not, camaraderie is perceived because of that interaction and them looking like they're enjoying being on stage with each other and having a good time. You would not believe, folks, how far that goes. On top of that, constantly coming back to the crowd interaction, especially with the guitar players and the bassist, whenever they can, they're able to, they do it.
You like that, girls? That's how it goes.
All those naysayers who say guitar players can't do it. Want to bet? Check these ladies out. Go back and watch the video again and tell me that guitar players can't do crowd interaction. Please, please tell me that. I am dying to hear your argument as to why they can't do that when we just saw that they could. But constant energy happening on stage, constant movement in motion, stage presence constantly being reestablished, showmanship constantly being displayed. I mean, folks, you talk about a fantastic live show without production. This is what I'm talking about. And no, I'm not looking for people to be shot out of a cannon. I'm not looking for cartwheels. I'm not looking for, gymnastics and fight sequences. I'm not looking for all of this. I'm just looking for effort. Pardon my language. I'm looking for bands to give a damn. I really am. I'm looking for artists who actually care and give a damn about their product, about what they're giving their fans. That's all I want to see. This is all I want to see from a live show, and they provided it in spades. I couldn't have asked for a better live show. They did everything I was looking for, and they kept rechecking the boxes to boot. I was thrilled with this overall presentation. I was very impressed with this overall presentation. As a matter of fact, you know what? No promises. I want to try something. All right, one more thing. No. Yes. Gonna change the score. Nope. Nope. I don't care. Hey, it's my show. If I want to change the score, I'm gonna change the score. So nothing changed as far as the scale rating, the letter grade, the star rate. Nothing changed there. Everything's still the same. The only thing that's changing is the numeric score. And on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm bumping it up just a little bit. I'm gonna bump it up to a 9.3. Yep, 9.3. You heard me. I didn't stutter. That is the score that I finally feel this overall performance deserves. The musicianship, the songwriting, the live performance, taking everything into account, 9.3. There it is. I feel good with that score, and that's where we're going to stay. So before I change my mind again, let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We got 9.3, which is a amazing, outstanding, impressive job. 5 out of 5 stars and an A letter grade. Yeah, that stuff didn't change, just the number changed. Take your pick. I don't care. Whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.